When I got the job at the local 24-hour gas station, I was so happy. I enjoyed the job because I could do what I wanted as long as my tasks for the night got done, and that never took long, and the few customers that came by were cashed out and helped. The night shifts are quiet, and people don't tend to come around at night. I get the occasional person wandering in to grab a midnight snack, or someone passing by for gas. Mostly, it's just John, who's the owner's son, and I that work the night shift. He doesn't do much, and I suspect the owner just keeps him around on night shift so that he doesn't mess anything up, and he can keep him employed somewhere. I do what I need to, which includes cleaning, because it's most quiet at night. Listen to music, text, whatever. 2 people really aren't needed for the shift, but I don't mind. Being young and female, the night shift would be a lot more uncomfortable for me alone. Our area is a good one. Not a lot of trouble around, but we do tend to see a lot of intoxicated people, mostly teenagers and college students. It isn't unusual to have a group of people just driving through the area that need to stop as well. We are en route to a lot of bigger places. On Christmas Eve last year, we had a particularly busy night. It's not like the place was packed, but we definitely had more people stopping by than usual. The snow was coming down pretty heavy for this time of year. The night's getting incredibly cold. Unsurprisingly, John often wanders off. Where does he go? I'm not exactly sure. I always joke with my friends that he's off in the back touching himself. He's just a weird guy. I've checked the cameras before, though, and he doesn't seem to stick around. He just leaves and walks around outside, I suppose. It doesn't make him any less weird. Around 12:30, a small group of people walked in. It looked like they were traveling home from a Christmas party or something. They all looked like they had put effort into themselves for the night. They were laughing and joking. A pretty lively group for the middle of the night, actually. I didn't pay much attention to them as they started browsing around. Once they were done, I cashed them out. The 5 of them turned to leave, but one man is standing in front of the cash looking at me. He had been standing behind the group. I assumed he was with them. Now? I'm not so sure. He's just staring at me. It felt like an eternity, but it must have only been a few seconds. He smiled at me, an interesting, cocked half-smile, almost a smirk. He looked like he belonged with the group, well-dressed in a stylish black pea coat. Obviously put care into his look for the night. His eyes caught mine, and I saw a sizable scar going down his temple, beside his right eye. He broke eye contact, lifting his wrist to reveal a watch. He looks at it for a moment, tapping the glass. "Tick-tock," he whispers. Looking back up at me, he plasters the smile back on his face. "Merry Christmas, Sarah," he says. Before I can ask how he knows my name, he walks out. I was so flustered by him using my name, I didn't see where he went when he left. I figured it didn't matter anyways. All he did was wish me a Merry Christmas, and my name is pinned to my shirt. Something about his smile put me on edge, though. Since no one is in the store now, I decide to sweep and mop. All the boots are leaving salt and slush all over the floor, so I know I'll have to do it more than once tonight. Might as well get it out of the way. I sweep and mop as fast as I can. The task seems almost pointless every time I look out the window to see more huge fluffy flakes fall from the sky. "I'm taking a break," John suddenly announces as loud as he can, as he's standing by the door that leads to the back area we have. I refrain from asking him what he's taking a break from. It's pointless, and follow his direction to put the mop and bucket away. I sit my phone down and quickly use the bathroom, then make my way back out to the front, closing myself in the plexiglass unit where we keep the cash register. I don't usually lock myself in here when John leaves, but tonight felt like a good time to do it. I sit in my encasement and turn on the television. I settle on the movie Elf, playing on some random channel we get, and sit back to watch. A good 15 minutes into the movie, I hear what sounds like a tap on the window. Just one tap. Strange, but I figure it's John, or the wind blowing strongly enough to make something hit the glass. Still, I look around feeling uneasy. From the corner of my eye, I spot a piece of paper tucked just under the cash register. I don't remember it being there earlier, and there's never been anything there before. This is certainly out of place. No one has been back here, though, except me. I slide it out from its partial hiding spot under the cash and open it. A Polaroid slips out onto the counter. I pick it up, flip it over, and examine it. It's a picture of a small building covered in snow. It takes me a moment to put two and two together. That's my building, I realize. My small 2-floor building. Merry Christmas, Sarah is scrawled on the bottom of the picture in red ink. Is this John's sick idea of a joke? I wouldn't be surprised. I leave the picture on the counter and stand to see the store better. I don't see or hear anyone. I turn off the movie to make sure. Hello? I call out. No answer. No movement. Tap, tap, on the corner of the window diagonally behind me. I turn as soon as I hear it, but see nothing. I go closer to the window, trying to peer out, but all I can see is white fluffy flakes and darkness. I yell out to John. No answer. I tell him this isn't funny. Still, no answer. Where is he? It's been 20 minutes, and it's so cold out. There's no way he's just walking around out there. I don't even think the guy owns a hat or gloves. Tap, tap. I move over to the encasement door and make sure it's locked. It is. No one can get in here. I'm thoroughly scared now, though. My heart is racing. I know something isn't right. Damn it, where's John? I hear a loud click, and with it, the power goes off. I'm in complete darkness now. I sit on the floor, in the encasement, blocked by the counter, and try to find my phone. I feel around for it, but I can't find it. Where is it? Where is it? All I can hear is the thumping of my heart in my ears, and the slow pattering of my hands along the counter and the floor. Did I knock it over? That's when I remember. I left it in the back when I went to the bathroom. I set it down by my coat and my bag. Oh no, 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 no. Tap, tap. I hear on the glass. A big, shadowy figure making its way along it now. Tap, tap, tap. It keeps going. It's saying something, but I can't quite make it out with the tapping. I peer over the counter just as the bell on the door rings, signaling someone has opened it. Boots stomping across the floor. I duck back down and press myself against the counter as best I can. I shouldn't be able to be seen from there. The stomping gets louder. Then, all I hear is heavy breathing from above me, just beyond the barrier. The shadowy figure taps on the counter and says, "Tick-tock, tap, tap. Tick-tock, Sarah, tap." My heart is beating so loud I'm positive the shadowy figure can hear it too. I try not to breathe. I don't want to make a sound. I'm frozen, but all I want to do is run. But I'm trapped. Suddenly, I see light slowly growing on the wall in front of me. They must be headlights, I realize. I hear the shadowy figure take a step. I use the opportunity to peek up again. Maybe whoever this is can help me. As my head gets just above the counter, the shadowy figure turns, his face illuminated by the headlights, pressed right up against the glass, right in front of mine. The first thing I notice is his beard, long and white, big teeth baring a half-cocked grin at me. Something straight out of nightmares. As the car outside parks and the lights stop moving, I notice a large scar right down his temple. The man steps back, and I now see he's dressed in a full Santa suit. I'm crouching in shock. It takes me a moment to realize it's the same man from earlier, now with a Santa beard and suit. Santa turns and stops through the store into the back. The people from the car walk up to the door and knock, then push it open, realizing it's unlocked. "Hello?" they call out. Those people saved me that night. They stayed with me and called the police. When the police got there, they fixed the breaker in the back and found John unconscious just outside the back door. He's okay. As for me, when the police escorted me home that night, we found another Polaroid taped to my door. It was a picture of John, unconscious, with a Santa hat on, that had, "Ho, ho, ho, Tock Sarah," written in red ink across it. I never went back to the gas station, and I moved in with my parents that night. They never did catch Santa.